What is up, you guys? I have a brand new video for you, and today's video is on more Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted plushie concepts. And today's concepts are the fan favorites themselves, the Withered animatronics. On the last Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted concept plushie video, damn, that's a wrong name, I made the FNaF 1 animatronics, so it would only make sense to go in game order, and now I am at the Withered animatronics. If you do want to watch the FNaF Help Wanted concepts, I will put the link in the description below, or you could go to the playlist, or eventually, if I could get my fat ass off my bed, I will go to my computer and put the card in the top right corner. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the first concept. And the first concept is obviously Withered Freddy, my personal favorite Withered animatronic. And to make this plushie, I used the Rockstar Freddy plush as the base because, like I said in the FNaF 1 Help Wanted video, these are the new bases that Funko will be using. Like, for example, in the past, in Wave 2, they used the normal Freddy base that they used to make Nightmare Freddy. That was their Freddy base. But now, they're using their Rockstar Freddy base to make Freddy Frostbear. So this seems to be their new Freddy base, so that is why I'm using Rockstar Freddy. And yeah, changes I made consist of removing his freckles. I had to give him some buttons, some withering, of course. I put the little white dots in his eyes. I also got rid of his eyelids just because, and I also had to change his color around a bit, and I eventually got it looking pretty good, and I would definitely want a Withered Freddy plush like this. And now for the Withered, you guys probably all wanted to see first, Withered Bonnie, the most popular Withered animatronic by far. And for Withered Bonnie, I used the Spring Bonnie plush as a base. I do think Funko is going to use Spring Bonnie for more than just her because she can be used for more plushies. It looks like you can make a lot more Bonnies out of this base, and I think the Spring Bonnie base is really good. And I don't think they're going to use Vanny because, one, the Vanny plush is really ugly. Sorry, just my opinion, I just think it looks really ugly, and it doesn't look like it could be used for more Bonnies, unlike Spring Bonnie. So the changes I've made consist of changing Spring Bonnie's color from yellow to this kind of bluish, purplish color. It's not entirely accurate to the actual Withered Bonnie, but it looks vibrant enough to be a plushie if you kind of get where I'm coming from. I also had to change her button color to black. I had to give her a red bow tie. I had to give her some withering. I had to get rid of his left arm and put some wires hanging out. I also, of course, had to give Bonnie his missing face, and I also gave him a little endo in there. I got Springtrap's teeth, took away the upper half, and I just put it on Withered Bonnie's face, and I also had to give him some wires hanging down, and I do think it came out pretty good. I'm still kind of debating on whether I like it or not, but ultimately, I think it came out pretty good. And that is the Withered Bonnie plush. And the next concept is on the animatronic that made me have nightmares when FNaF 2 initially came out. It is of Withered Chica. So for Withered Chica, I used the FNaF 1 Help Wanted Chica that I made in my last concept video that I mentioned in the beginning that you could find in the description below. And changes I made consist of giving her some gray arms, well, not arms, hands, and giving her a bunch of wires coming out of those hands. I also had to give her some withering. I also had to give her her big old jaws of rosa teeth. And in place of the eyebrows, I gave her some holes, the holes that Withered Chica has around her eyes that makes her kind of look sad. So I put that on her. I also had to give her a little endo inside of her teeth, and in that endo, I also gave that some teeth. I don't know if Funko will go to that extent, that type of detail. I hope they would, but, you know, they're Funko. And, yeah, so that is all I did for Withered Chica. It's very hard to make Withered Chica look cute. I will tell you that. It's very difficult because she is, like, the ugliest animatronic in the history of FNaF besides Happy Frog. So, yeah, no shade on Happy Frog. But, yeah, that is Withered Chica. And the next concept is on the animatronic that made me jump and fall out of my chair. It is of Withered Foxy. For Withered Foxy, I used a plain Rockstar Foxy plush that I made. You can find it on my DeviantArt if you want to use it for some of your edits. But the changes I made consisted of giving him some gray feet, gray hands. I had to give him some brown pants. I had to give him withering on his bellies, on both of his arms, and on the top right of his head. I also had to give him his gray ear. I had to change the tufts of fur on him a bit because Rockstar Foxy has 4 and Withered Foxy only has 3. I also gave him some of Mangle's teeth. I didn't use Nightmare teeth because I see that Funko used a different type of teeth for Mangle to not confuse her with the Nightmares, so I did that. I also changed his eyes up a bit. I changed the eyelid position, and I also gave him some yellow eyes, and I also put that white dot in the middle like I did for with Withered Freddy and Chica. I also got rid of his freckles and his eyebrows, and that is all I did for Withered Foxy. And the next concept is on the good old GF, the good old WGF, no, you know, Withered Golden Freddy. Now guys, you wouldn't believe how I made this plushie. I recolored Withered Freddy. Okay, no, that's not all I did. I did recolor Withered Freddy, the Withered Freddy that I made, and I had to give him some changes. Guys, I put in some effort, okay? I had to change his eyes. I had to make them all black. I also had to give him some white pupils. I also had to erase the ear. Now, guess what, guys? I erased the wrong ear, so I had to make changes later to change it, and yeah, it was just a whole big mess, and then I added wires in that missing ear, and I also gave him wires on his eye. And guess what, guys? It was the correct eye. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. And the next concept is on the good old recolor of a recolor, Shadow Freddy. So, for Shadow Freddy, don't even bother looking at the speed edit because that is nothing. The product is not anything like what you're seeing on screen because, as I said, I messed up on Golden Freddy and I exported it with the wrong ear missing and I had to redo it later. But I already recolored Shadow Freddy when the wrong ear was missing, so I had to go back, but I just ended up just redoing the whole plush. So the changes I made after recoloring Golden Freddy was I toned his saturation down a bit because I did want to make him look like how he does look on the camera feed that you can get of him, so I turned down his saturation. I also gave him some bigger pupils because it does look like Shadow Freddy has bigger pupils on the camera. And yeah, that's all I did for Shadow Freddy. Again, not a really complicated one to make. And finally, after this movie length of a video, we have the last concept, and it is on RWRXQ, whatever his name. Honestly, Scott, no offense, but like, what were you thinking when you named this character? Did your wife slam your head against the keyboard or something? Because like, I don't know how you name this character, but anyway, the changes I made consist of using Spring Bonnie as a base, and I had to make him all black. I then had to give him some big old bunny teeth. I then had to give him some big old pupils and some little black cheeks. And yeah, listen. Like, why would you name him RWRX? Kajubu Jubu, like, what is that? Is it like Russian? I don't get it. But yeah, that's all I did for Whew, finally, 3 years later, the video is over. What is this video? It's like 9 minutes long. Oh, and you guys had ads too. Oh, geez, Louise, punch me in my knees. That sucks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you do want to meet some of my fans and myself, you could go join the Discord in the description below. It's filled with a lot of fun stuff to do and a lot of cool people to talk to, and I'm really active there. Like I have no life. You'll find me there a lot. And yeah, that is all I gotta say. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Just go to the description. Try to do everything, okay? Yeah, thank you guys so much. God bless. Goodbye. Mwah.